yeah. And I wanted to know how that changed your career.
I don't know. I think Barney was just that great. It was just a great part to play. He was the character within that show that represented adventure at all costs. You know, he was sort of this constantly single dude that would get you a date if you wanted, buy you a drink if you wanted. If you went out on a cool adventure that didn't end well, he'd lie and pretend like it ended even better. He was, you know, he's that friend that you always wanted to have. He dressed sharp in a suit. He made up all kinds of bullshit rules, and he was a player.
Legendary! Legendary!
So it was fun to play. On TV especially, he banged so many women in 9 years. Right? Like Jane Seymour, I think. She was untouched by an angel, and she was touched by a devil.
Is there something that Barney taught you? Because he was a nice guy, like, beneath it all.
Was he?
Yeah. Good intentions.
I don't know. You know, I think the truth of that show is that Barney is always going to be that guy. He tried to be with Robin. They were perfectly fit together. They were like a super great couple. But he's not wired to be with just, you know, the same girl for the rest of his life. And I really liked the way the series ended, and I really liked the adult way the writing kind of grew up along with the show, so it didn't just end in a happy, aw shucks, then they lived happily ever after kind of way. So, I don't know, I guess he taught me to be a little bit more fearless. It's, you know, everyone has their fears, especially of performing in public or in putting yourself out there in ways. But there's something about the way Barney thought that if you failed, then it was almost a better story. That if you tried the naked man and you failed, you tried again. And if you failed, you tried again. And then like 2 out of 3 times, 1 out of 3 times it would work. And I like that. I like the idea of that. That if you, I think as human beings, we often don't check off things from our bucket list because we're worried about what will look like if they happen. Dancing like crazy, or singing in public, or you know, doing something stupid because you're worried about what other people will think. And there's something nice about the Barney Stinson way of existing, where you just are, and if people don't dig it, then you will pretend that they will, and fuck them, and start another adventure. That was kind of his thing.
And just to wrap it up, I think everybody here loves your family, and it's such a great bond that you have with them. Do you have a message about diversity and being yourself for people who are lost somewhat in what they have to be to the world and what they want to be?
Well, I certainly think any advice I would give you guys would be good, because it seems like the reason that you're here is because you've chosen to like things that you find cool, right? That's what brings you here, because you like vampires and werewolves, and you like the things that you like, and they bring you here. And I think that is, on a global level, that's the best thing we can do, is realize who we are, decide that you own who you are, and be proud of who you are. And if people around you aren't into that, at least they'll have no choice but to watch you be proud of who you are. And there's no denying that that is impressive. So even though you might not agree with someone, or you might not believe in something, I think you still get to witness someone be powerful in a way. And when people are hiding who they are, and hiding and afraid it changes their posture, it changes their lives, it fills them with regret in many ways, and that's just no way to live, right? You might as well find people in our social media world. We are not one little nation, we're a larger nation that can interconnect within seconds of each other, so you'll find people that are similar to you. Whatever end of whatever spectrum that is, you find people that you like, that respect who you are and who you want to be. I think it makes people stand taller, and I think it makes people want to try to achieve more.
And before we wrap up, I know that you have something special for your Brazilian fans.
I do, yeah. Thank you for having me. And so I wanted to wrap it up. Wait, I learned a word. Gustoso. I've been wanting to say it a lot. They asked me to show you a thing that has never been seen before about the show. It's a teaser trailer.